If you're thinking about moving to New Zealand, one of the biggest questions that you will face is this really the right decision for me and my family? Because moving to New Zealand is not just about opportunity. It's about your family structure, your financial goals, your future lifestyle goals, and whether all of this actually fit together. And this is where a lot of people actually rush the process. They start planning the move before they've actually considered all the factors and decided whether this is actually the right move and right fit for their family to move to New Zealand. Moving to New Zealand is a really big, life-changing decision, and it needs more than excitement and possibility opportunities. It needs clarity. It needs a structured plan. And this is why I developed the Clear Path New Zealand Immigration Roadmap. You need to work through that to create your own personal roadmap so that you can be clear of every step you need to take to relocate to New Zealand and make that dream a reality. In phase 1 of the Clear Path Roadmap, there are 7 clarity pillars that you need to consider to help you decide whether New Zealand would be the right fit for you. Pillar number 1 is where you will get clarity about your personal motivation and your future vision. Here you will consider all the push and the pull factors to see what is in alignment. Pillar number 2 is where you will get clarity about your family structure and also other relationships that a move will impact. Misalignment here can have a lot of hidden risks. Pillar number 3 is where you do your current life audit. This is where you get clarity about your current reality and how that is in alignment with what you need to do and what the goals you need to reach to actually immigrate to New Zealand. This is a very important pillar to not skip. You need to get this clear in your mind so that you can see if it's a match for you moving to New Zealand. Pillar number 4 is where you need to get clarity about your financial feasibility. I've built a budgeting tool here so that you can see and calculate what would your specific costs be to immigrate to New Zealand. And this is not just flights and visas. This is the full spectrum from start to finish so that you are clear in your mind what the total process and successful immigration to New Zealand would cost you and whether that aligns with your current financial check. Pillar number 5 is where you need to get clarity about your visa and your eligibility reality. These need to be in alignment so that you know you will be able to get a job and get a visa in order to get you into New Zealand. Pillar number 6 is where you need to get clarity about your timeline of immigrating and the readiness for you and your family in relation to the move. What years they are in school, what your financial situation looks like, what your extended family situation look like, your supporting structure, many things to consider here, which will decide whether are you going to do that move immediately or maybe wait a year or two. So the readiness of your entire family is very important to consider and get clarity of. Pillar number 7 to get clarity on is what is your lifestyle expectation and plans for your future. Is that in alignment with what the lifestyle in New Zealand could look like for you? This is very important so that you don't spend all your time and all your money immigrating to New Zealand and then not being able to fit in or reach the lifestyle that you actually plan and hope for. Working through these 7 pillars will also highlight any red flag awareness that you need to consider. Things you need to maybe change, work on, or just be aware of that might be a red flag and might be a hindrance in your path so that you can adjust your plan accordingly to accommodate those. By the end of phase 1, you need to have clarity about the following couple of things. Clarity about your why, a realistic financial picture, preliminary visa eligibility check, clarity on your family alignment, a rough timeline of when you want to immigrate, and a definite decision whether it's a go or a no-go. If you cannot clearly answer these 6 areas with confidence, you're actually not quite ready to spend money on flights or visas. When you take the time to get clarity on these things first, all the other steps after that becomes a lot easier. If you would like a copy of the Clear Path New Zealand Immigration Roadmap so that you can create your own personal roadmap with clarity, you can click on the link below and I will send you a copy. In the next video, I'm going to break down the real cost of moving to New Zealand, and something that most people underestimate. See you in the next one.